Eurovision fam, you know what it is. It's the last stream before the live show of the final, but right before we have our winner, in about like 24 hours time, we're gonna have our winner.
Yeah.
And so, you guys, we're going to be moving through this stream a lot more quickly than we're used to because, yeah, we're on a little bit of a crunch. But aside from that, we're going to try to stay as detailed as we need to be because Lili did watch the jury final of the final. So thoughts on that is going to be take the floor, take the floor. So basically, the jury final, what was up?
Okay, so first off, you guys are in for a real treat, a real good show.
Yes.
The intervals, the opening, all fantastic.
Mhm.
So I hope you guys are excited for all of that, along with, our 26 acts that are going to be competing. I want to kind of kick it off with Austria, I guess.
Mhm.
So this was the jury show. So this show actually counts that I watched today because this is
Mhm.
where half the points are going to be coming from when it comes to the totals tomorrow. So Austria was up first. Teya, Salena, still so much fun. There's just like something about this where the staging, unfortunately, is lacking just a little bit of something. I think it's a
Oh.
playfulness that kind of holds this song back. They need the
Uh-huh.
crowd to get, like, they're gonna need the crowd to get the energy up, and they did have energy up during the jury show. The vocals were fine. I feel like Salena was kind of holding back with like the O Mia Padres.
Mm.
They weren't as ethereal as you would want them to be. But they were still fine. There was no bad notes really. This will probably do fine with the jury. And I think it's going to be more of a televote score, but we all felt that was going to happen as well. I'm just not sure how high this could go with the televote because, again, that staging was just kind of holding it back.
Okay. Yeah, I did notice the staging seemed a little hesitant. I mean, I liked it, but it did seem kind of hesitant. And speaking of hesitant, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of stuff around about how the fact that like the show is very quiet. Like a lot of acts are quiet. Like their mics are down low.
Some people are. I had no audio issues on my feed at all.
Okay.
My audio was fine.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, my audio was so good, I walked out of the room for a couple of songs, and I could still hear them fine. Like,
That's really good. That's really good.
yeah,
So it looks like Austria, they're solid. They pretty much have it. It's just because we're regular viewers, we just need a little oomph.
It's not even that regular viewers need a little oomph. I think it's people who are going to be seeing this for the first time are going to be like, there's something, it's a je ne sais quoi. Like, there's something missing here. I can't tell you what exactly is missing, but there's just something missing. And because of that, like, I don't think this is going to soar as high as we had our hopes for this one.
Okay.
It'll still do very well with the televote. It's just not going to be as triumphant in the televote as we would have wanted to be.
I see. Okay. Well, I mean, best of luck to them. Still, it's really good. The song is really good, so hopefully it still resonates.
Yeah. Okay. I also think it's kind of funny we're starting out with a song that's critiquing the music industry.
Mm-hmm. It is perfect. Anyways, yeah. Portugal,
so then
right?
We go on to Portugal. Mimicat. She's perfect. Mimicat is perfection. We know Mimicat is perfection. The song is just being done dirty by being second in the running order.
I had a bad feeling they would do this. I had a feeling.
It makes me think that she might have been borderline. Because like the people who decide these things already know, the scores. We just will have to wait until tomorrow evening to pour over them all and figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, she was great. She looked great, sounded great. I have nothing negative to say about Mimicat. She's consistently good. This was good, a good performance, and she knows how to work the camera. She knows how to work the stage. And Portugal can be proud that they sent somebody who's outside of what, we may have come to expect from Portugal.
They're still in the Renaissance. They're still in their Renaissance.
Yeah, the thing with Portugal is that they're one of those countries that up until recently did so, hit or miss with Europe. That, like, for them, I think getting to the final is a win still, even though they won the whole contest their first time with the revamp. Like the revamped festival like Cansao. But for them, I think they're still at the point where, like, getting to the final consistently is what their goal is as a delegation. They want to do their best, but they also just want to make sure they have that consistency too.
Yeah, and it has been consistent. So good job, Portugal. Good job, Mimicat.
Yes.
Awesome.
Going on to Switzerland with Remo. This, again, the staging is elevated. His vocal is still flawless. Like, Remo can sing so well.
Yeah.
I just wish he wasn't singing this song.
Yeah, it's a shame because we've already shared our thoughts about this song, but like a jury poll is going to be very, very important for this one. So like it's not, I see the juries voting this one more highly because of his vocal ability.
The juries don't only vote on vocals though. The juries vote on everything. They want a full package. They want to be entertained. They want a decent song, and they want a good vocal. They want like the full package. As far as I'm concerned, this has 2/3 of the package. It doesn't have that full.
That's the last one, right?
We just need the song, yeah. But the staging again is so gorgeous. But there's not really anything innovative about the staging. With the juries tend to like innovative staging. So yeah, this one's kind of like it's well staged for what it is, but it's not gonna. It'll get some jury love. Like I can see it placing in the, but I don't see the televote coming for this really.
I see.
Even though they do have friends, so yeah. Okay.
All right. So best of luck, Switzerland.
Yeah. Blanka, Miss Poland. Oh, yeah, we're gonna call it Miss Poland. So Blanka, we know what this song is. It's a summertime pop bop. It's nothing more than a summertime pop bop. She has that kind of like, I would call it vocal. She has a vocal that gives me SoCal.
Yes.
It's very SoCal.
Like you're just missing the vocal fry at the end of every word, but it is very SoCal. I mean, a lot about her delivery.
There is some vocal fry, and baby, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make vocal fry happen. I don't really vocal fry that often. But yeah, it's very SoCal vocal style. It's not going to be for everybody. The staging is what the staging is. She sounded fine. We're still at the point where we're better than the national final. And that's what's important here. That we've had that improvement.
It does seem more televote than jury, or at least that's
I don't even know if the televote's gonna really come hard for it because she's so early in the running order.
Yeah.
And now she's not the only pop girly in the final.
Yeah.
You have to think about that. So the pop girly vote may go elsewhere now, rather than when we were in the semi. So we'll see what happens with Poland.
Fingers crossed for Blanka with a K.
Blanka with a K. I think she's gonna be like between 20th and 26th at the end of the night. I really think that's where this one's just gonna land. I have that gut feeling.
I see. Right. Okay.
So from Poland we go to Serbia.
Yes.
I love Luke's deranged little laugh.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It seems like he's doing it more deranged for the final than he did in the semifinal.
Yeah, he's getting a little more wild out there. Other than the laugh, which I love, it's a good performance still. Vocal was good. He looked good, looks flawless, looks comfortable with the whole performance. For the game over part that's censored in the Eurovision cut, don't worry, the audience picks it up. They yell bitch very loudly and the mic picked that up. So hey.
Yes, that's all I wanted out of this song.
I mean, that's the same thing with last year in Latvia, right? We had one goal and we got our goal.
That's good.
So then other than that, he's good, solid, does what he needs to do.
Hey, that's all I can ask for. There were very few things that I felt like needed improvement really for the final, so it sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okay, France.
Okay, so tell me about that.
This is the best Lazara has sounded since we've gotten to Liverpool.
Hey, that's awesome.
That being said, she was still kind of flat.
Oh shoot. Okay.
And it's one of those songs where there's not really any instrumental or backing vocals to hide behind. So if she's flat, it's going to stand out.
Yes. Because you kind of need clear vocals for this one.
Yeah. The jury's going to give it something, maybe. But the general public, this is going to get more points from the telescore simply because Europe loves it when France is France. When France frances their pants off, Europe loves it. It's just
look at Barbara Pravi.
Yeah, exactly. Europe likes this. They like France.
I like the drama of the lighting, but then again, I've only seen as much as the EBU was able to provide in the semifinal, so we'll see.
Okay, at this point it can't be fixed. There were things I would change with the camera choices, but keeping the staging basically the same.
Yeah, we can talk about that on Sunday when I do see everything.
Yeah. Okay, then Cyprus is next. Andrew Lambert sounded good. His vocal was perfect.
Awesome.
Not a bum note in there. And I know it was a big worry of mine.
Yes.
Just solely because it's so high and so long. Oh, come on, camera, don't be dark. Yeah, so because it's so high and those notes are so long, I worried about them. Didn't have to worry. Again, vocal was flawless. As far as like the jury goes, I'm sure there's gonna be some jury love for him. Like he's guaranteed 12 points. We know this at least.
Yeah. At least 112, but like who knows? Also, maybe not even just one this year if he's that good.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he's gonna do fine. In the end, this one feels like it's gonna come between like 15th and 20th.
I have my tank top on today to support Cyprus.
Showing your arms off. Let's do the gun show.
Kind of, just kind of. Anyways, enough of the gun show. Enough of the gun show. Y'all don't need to see that.
Okay. Anyways,
who's after Cyprus?
Blanka Paloma, and we get a commercial break here, and we need the commercial break. Like we need the break here, to kind of reset where we are mentally. Perfection. Blanka's vocal has been absolute perfection every time I've heard this woman sing.
Yes.
And she's so good at emoting. Like she's so good at emoting as well. I don't speak Spanish, but I feel this song. I feel her. The performance is so like the staging is so beautiful. It's like deceptively simple. You can tell she comes from a theater background. Just solely because when you do musical theater, you have to deliver a vocal consistently every single night. And you get to the point where you know how to do that perfectly. And you know how to do that in a way that preserves your voice still.
It's a lot of calculation that she has to do ahead of time in order to keep it at the same pristine level that she wants to win with.
Yeah.
But she's managed to do that.
Yeah. This is perfect. My biggest worry is I know on the team, if it's like, oh yeah, she'll do fine with the jury. My biggest worry is just that the jury tends to be like a little scared of ethnic songs, I feel like. And like, I think that's something we can't discount. It's just the jury has this general kind of fear around anything ethnic. Yes, this is ethnic doing something modern. So the jury doesn't always knock that completely. Because Kalush Orchestra still came like top 10 with the jury, right?
Yeah, Kalush, I believe they got like 6th place or 5th place with the jury.
Like I think they're like there were some between 5th and 7th. But yeah, like she still has the potential to win. Don't get me wrong, but I think with the jury, she'll be up there with the jury, but I can't see her being the winner with the jury, if that makes sense.
Okay, that does make sense, and I hope in her case the televote does pull through for her.
Yes. Okay, and then we get another break between Spain and Sweden.
Well, I mean, yeah, one big stage set to the next one.
Yeah. So for that one, we get a little video about JESC. It's cute. It does what it needs to do. And then we go into Sweden. What is Sweden in French? La Suède?
La Suède.
La Suède. Okay. We go into Sweden next. Sweden, we've seen the performance since Melfest.
Yes,
she was perfect. At the beginning, though, she got a little playful with it because like when she comes on, the whole stadium goes off. They're like screaming and yelling and shouting.
Yeah.
And so she kind of did make a noise before the song officially, like before the vocal part actually started, and it was like a little like because
just a tiny little mumbly ad lib that we love about.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I don't know if the jury's gonna mark her down for that. But again, it's a full immersive thing. Like when we talked about Switzerland, he had 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
When we talk about Spain has 3 out of 3. Sweden also has 3 out of 3. Yes. The staging is innovative and creative. It's fully immersive. It feels like you're in this like smoky room with her. It's like you just open like the pit and there she is waiting.
Okay. That's all the delivery I wanted from Melfest to Liverpool. It's like, as long as we keep that dimension of the animation of it, then I'm cool. Then I'm good.
Yeah. It's radio friendly still. The performance is a little bit breathy. It's good. It's good. It does what it needs to do. And it's getting hyped for the reason that it's good.
Right after Spain is very interesting, but yeah, we'll see how that carries over.
Exactly. And then we get another break.
we are just loving these breaks between these songs.
I think what it is that it just takes so long to set it up and take it down that they have to kind of do the 2 breaks.
Yes.
But yeah.
That'll do great for the televote for I feel like both Spain and Sweden then, because like
I don't know. There's something about like it just feels biased in a way to me to put like a break before Spain and after Spain and then after Sweden, like having a break that you know what I mean. It kind of gives you a chance to breathe with all of those and to like live in the world with those. But also at the same time, that little break does help you when it comes to Albania. Because I've called in my notes, I called this run between Albania and Estonia. Low key also Sweden isn't on this like this little run. This is our soap opera run. So we have the opening of the soap opera. Yeah, we have the opening of the soap opera. We have that kicks off. And then from there we go into what's the word I'm looking for? Albania. Family looks good, sounds great. Albania looks good, sounding great. This is gonna get Balkan love because this is a good year for the Balkans. They've really pulled it off.
I definitely do agree with that. Leave it to Liverpool.
Yeah. I just don't know like how well this is gonna do with the jury because the jury doesn't always give Albania the love and respect they deserve. Because again, the staging isn't innovative, but the song is there, the vocal is there, and I think that the performance, the emotion coming through the family, is there as well.
Okay, so hopefully that does resonate because I personally want the song to do pretty well. So,
and then we go into Italy, which again is part of that whole run of the soap opera. Dramatic. Definitely. The vocal from Italy is so good. Marco is
perfect replication.
It's perfect. Studio. Okay, number one, he can sing. We know he can sing. Like this is not his first rodeo. Yeah, no, he sounds good, looks good, sounds good. The dancers in the background. Again, I don't know why people are harping on it being bad. I like them. I think they tell the story through their bodies of what the song is about, which is about a toxic gay relationship, and that's what the song is about. And that's what this episode of the soap opera is.
Not the toxic gay relationship being hosted by Italy of all countries. No, that makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. But
we've been there. We all know.
I like the shots of the lighting design we got for Italy too. That was really interesting.
And I just saw someone come in. The way we're doing this today is we're just kind of going through everything because Jordan has to go to work.
I have to go to work.
Capitalism sucks. So we're just going to do the running order, and then we'll come back and answer any questions and talk to you guys in chat.
Yeah.
So sorry if we're not answering anything right now, but that's about it.
Yeah, love you guys anyways.
Yeah, we're just trying to do this in a productive, quickly done way. So Estonia is next with Alika. Great vocal. I would say she's the strongest female vocalist for me.
Wow.
In this final.
I could see how that adds up. I could definitely see how that adds up.
It's so consistently good. She has such a great, powerful voice. The song is solid. The staging is a little different. You know, we have the player piano, so it's, you know, gives her freedom of movement, whereas previously she kind of just, you know, with most artists, they have to sit there the whole time and then get up and walk away, where she can come and go as she pleases. But yeah, no, not Finland. Oh my gosh. I just, you know what? It's because their languages are related. Okay. That's why. No, but like Estonia.
Sometimes, but yeah, Estonia.
Is she's going to get some jury love. I don't know how much love she's going to get from the jury necessarily, but I think her jury score might be higher than people think it would be.
I mean, that's good. It's also really good to see the fact that she did get quite a big chunk of televote support. She made it. So
yeah, she did. She did make it. So we'll see. So after Estonia, we go into party mode. It's time for crazy. It's party. It's Finland.
Their lovely neighbor. Yes.
This is the best run through we have seen of this song. And I say that because like there's some points where like there's not a lot of energy with him breaking out of the box. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those parts come through much crisper in this. Like in this run through, it was like, okay, I'm kicking this box out. I'm doing this part here. It's like everything just worked so much better than I had in the semis and in the other rehearsals. He was able to get out of that box seamlessly, popped out the top, and then the crowd went wild. Like, this is just... I know he has a live backing vocalist with him. They could have left him, the backing vocalist, at home because the cha-cha-chas in the crowd were cha-cha-chaing. Like, they came through. Yeah, no. Honestly, this was the best run through. Vocally, he's not a vocalist, you know?
And that's okay. That's okay.
You don't listen to the song, you don't love this song for the vocal. You like this for the experience, and this has that experience. I really think the juries will give this more love than we're anticipating. I feel like this could do like Kalush Orchestra with the juries again, which was like between 5th and 7th, somewhere around there. It's just going to be a matter of, will he have enough, like, when it comes to the song's potential to win still, it still comes down to how low does the jury put him? Does the jury put him so low that when he storms, is he going to absolutely storm the televote? We don't know. We can talk about that in a little bit.
Jury top 10 though, potential?
Jury top 10 potentially.
Very
just because the immersive experience of the whole thing, you know, it's got the 2 out of 3.
That's all I want for my second place, Finland. That's all I want.
Yeah. Okay, so we go into Vesna, Czechia, with Vesna, my sister's crown. Good still, beautiful. Like, they sounded good. They looked good. Like, everything about this has been consistent. I don't know if it's going to come top 10. If it were up to me, it would come top 10. But I think this is gonna be a respectable placing for the Czech Republic.
It's not going to be an overall loss. Exactly.
And again, the Czech Republic is another one of those countries with just their point is like consistently in the final.
Yeah, and I'm glad that this song is so unique. You can set it apart from literally every other previous Czech act. That I feel like is going to have like some oomph. Is going to have some like punching ability when you get there.
Exactly. And you just said oomph, and oomph is the perfect word for Australia. This was great. This was so good.
Okay, tell me more.
This is just the main vocalist has sounded better in the past. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
The vocal was good enough though for some jury love. The staging is innovative and fun. The song is innovative. Like, the song is not like anything else you really have heard at Eurovision. It has a broad appeal to it that it's just going to kind of strike me now where it's like, yeah, it's metal, but it's prog metal, but it's accessible prog metal. Like, I have this dream that some like 8-year-old is going to watch Eurovision. I'm getting choked up. Why am I getting choked up? I have this dream that some 8-year-old is going to like watch this performance, fall in love with Voyager, and then in like 10 years, we're going to have an amazing band that gets created because of this performance. Like, that's what this makes me feel like is going to happen. And I want that so bad.
Honestly, I do see a way that could become a reality, especially because Voyager, they're just so good.
Exactly.
And it's like, it appeals to all ages, this song, I think.
And I really think that like some kid is going to like be like, oh, I want to make music like that. And like, it's going to just inspire them to pick up a guitar. And then one day we're going to have like the coolest band ever.
That's exactly what we want.
Why am I getting choked up?
Because it's a pretty story.
Yeah, it's one of those things like that. That's what that performance does for me. That's really what it does for me, and I love it. And then we go from that Australia to Belgium, which again, like, it's good. Yeah, I see people calling this song dated. Yeah, it's a throwback. It's a throwback to the early 90s.
But dated is hot now.
No. The word, there's a difference between dated and throwback. And people need to remember there's a difference between the two. I love a throwback. Like, I adore a throwback because it's like, it's just like a love letter to music that you love from the past. And that's what this is doing. And also, it's on trend. It is early 90s house music. Beyonce's over in Sweden on tour right now on an early 90s house music album.
Doing some Gustav type stuff.
Yeah. Making some, like, I'm not comparing the two necessarily, but I'm saying it's on trend. So I think people are going to hear this and go, oh, yeah, I remember. Maybe it's for the boomers and the zoomers, not the zoomers. Oh, my gosh.
I'd say the appeal is very wide. I'd say it's very, very wide.
I don't know. And who knows? Maybe some kid is going to look at this performance and then see the Voguer and go, I want to get into voguing. And if that's the case, I want to see it too.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished for me. Because we all watched Paris is Burning and went, maybe I should get into voguing. I
Also,
can't
children
do
are
it.
more limber. They can handle voguing better than adults can because we crack and stuff.
Oh my gosh. Or like not even that necessarily, just like the yeah, no, it was great. Like it was
That's
good.
good. Awesome. I look forward to his result.
Or getting into ballroom, that's what I should call it. Get
Ballroom,
into ballroom because
Mhm.
it's giving that. And there is a bigger ballroom scene than you'd expect internationally.
Heck yeah.
I recently have gotten deep into that. It's like my favorite thing to watch now on the internet. So we go from Belgium to Armenia.
Future lover. Okay, this is my winner.
Well,
Tell me in honesty what that was like.
Good news, her smoke machine did not blow up.
Woo, 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 woo. That was a big worry.
She did not
worry of mine.
She did not get oxymated again. No, it's good. She sounds amazing. The way she goes from like the cooing vocals, the more powerful spoken word part, the dance break is good. Everything about this is good. And she looked good. She sounded what was it? Look good, be good, do good.
Be good, do good, look good. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, all of the above. Check. And it's innovative. She should come top 10 with the jury.
Yay!
She really should come
I'm keeping
top
my
10 with the
hopes
jury.
up. I can't predict anything, but come on.
If she doesn't come top 10 with the jury, I might have to like fist fight a juror, or like whether it's like I might have to fist fight all the juries outside of attendees.
I will fist bump Osterdahl himself, but anyway.
It might come down to that. We might have to, tussle.
We'll see. I was happy about it though. I was happy about the semifinal performance, and I'm glad that it's cleaner.
It's clean. The only thing, and this is also the same issue I had in the semifinal. I wish they had like a stage hand or something to give the microphone to. Because that little part where she just puts the mic down and then does the dance.
Imagine if you can't find it.
The mic back up. It's not even that. Or like have lighted it differently for that point. It's just one of those things where it's such a good immersive experience, and then you just see her put the mic down. And it comes off kind of like childish. Especially because she looks so young. And like I'm nitpicking though. That's the problem, is I'm only nitpicking one little
because
thing.
It's already up there. It's already in that echelon of top 10.
Exactly. I don't know what the televote's going to do with this one. It clearly had televote love because it made it through the semis. But the jury better give this some love. The jury
hoping and praying.
Like if the jury doesn't give this love again, what am I going to do?
Cry on the floor, probably.
My earrings are already out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to hold my glasses. Sorry.
Okay, so following my winner is Moldova.
Oh my
gosh. Another song that I feel like is competitive that no one really looks at.
Moldova. I don't know how the jury's gonna treat Moldova. The jury doesn't always treat Moldova right. That's the problem. Televote is gonna love Moldova.
Okay.
Pasha's putting on that performance.
Yes.
Everyone looks good. It sounds good. Again, it's immersive. It's the full package to me. It's a good song, a good vocal performance, entertaining when it's on. Staging is awesome. Like, it's Moldova. Moldova knows how to stage. We've been known. And like, again, for Moldova, they're another one of those countries like Albania, like Portugal, like the Czech Republic, where getting to the final is, I think, their goal, and just consistently getting there. And Moldova has consistently gotten to the final now. At this point, we just need to get them the right song, and then I'm okay with Moldova winning. How they're going to host, I don't know if they even have a stadium big enough, but I'm okay with them winning.
They've wielded different weapons to get to the final, and they've succeeded a countless number of times. So
yeah. At this point, they're consistently a
staple in the final.
A staple in the final at this point. So after Moldova, we have Tvarchi for Ukraine.
Yes. Don't care what you say. Yeah. Yep.
I'm living in a world where this comes top 5 of the jury.
Woo, baby. I'm hearing that a lot, actually.
Even if Jeffrey's vocal is not the best, he's consistent enough with the voice. It sounded good enough tonight. That staging is just so clean, so good. It's the best staging we have, period. And the juries are going to give that love. I also low key, I can see Ukraine winning again. I really can.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Like, all the stars would have to align perfectly for that to happen. But just depending on where the televote goes with these things. If we have a split televote situation, but I see the jury is giving this up. It's a fresh, modern song.
I think it's one of the most visually striking as well.
Well, I mean, you just swing into it like the jury's like radio friendly.
Mm-hmm.
This is radio friendly. This is modern. This is completely different than anything else. And it kind of sounds like the 2020s. We don't really have a sound of the 2020s yet consistently across music, even outside Eurovision.
Yeah.
But if you told me, oh, this is what music sounds like now, and it's not like a clear throwback to something else, I'm like, you know what? I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that the combo, the staging, the song, the overall package, I've got good things to say about it.
Okay. I do also see top 10, top 5. We'll see, but
I'm just saying, like, from what I saw this evening, I see Ukraine coming top 5 with the juries.
Music to my ears.
I know. I want to see it so bad. I'm tired of this whole like last year's winner / host country doing poorly thing.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Yeah. It comes off as bitter. And bitter on the people voting, not bitter on like the countries hosting.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have Norway, Alessandra.
Norway. Yes.
I don't know. There's something happening with her voice.
I heard the vocal wasn't everything it needed to be tonight.
I can't tell. Okay, so fun fact about me: I know music. I'm not the best at vocals.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard me sing, I'm sure. I like when it comes to instruments, the voice is probably the instrument that I struggle with the most. And I'm not talking about like my own. I'm talking when I hear it too. Mm-hmm. She sounded flat to me.
Okay.
And I can't quite tell if she's just flat or if she was taking things down a half tone. Because when it comes to the instruments I play, you can't take things down a half tone like you can with a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then she hit the whistle note though.
That's
but
good.
Just like around the whistle note, it was a little rough. And so I'm a bit concerned. But with this song, I never really saw the juries giving this one a lot of love anyway.
It's definitely televote-y. More televote-y.
It's one of those songs, and like there's something about this where like it's like a sea shanty. It's a dancey sea shanty. And I just, you know, the voice wasn't quite there. So I don't think it's going to get the most love from the jury. But again, I think the televote's not going to care. They're just there to have a good time. And I think Norway lately has been doing that. Like Norway has been going for the televote rather than the jury.
I mean, they've always been stronger in the televote side of it anyways.
Does MGP have juries?
That's a good question. I can't really remember off the top
I can't remember either. I would like, if they don't, I think that maybe adding a jury to MGP, because clearly Norway wants to do well at Eurovision. I think adding a jury to their process could help them.
Awesome.
Now, okay. Germany? Germany? You're not coming last.
That's all I could have asked for. That's all I could have asked for, because they've been consistently at the bottom for what?
Yeah. Germany, you're not coming last, baby. No, the televote's going to give this some love. The juries are going to give it, I don't know what the juries are going to do with it necessarily, but the juries are going to give it enough of something that this isn't coming last. I live in a world where overall Germany comes like 10th, like 11th or 10th. And for Germany, that's a win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, this is another one of those ones where I can see like a kid like picking up a guitar in the future, because again, it's accessible metal. And they make a cool metal band, and like
very
in
good
10 years, we have a great metal band to look forward to.
Very little you need to provide inspiration.
Exactly. Okay, and then I don't really have much to say about Germany other than it was great.
Awesome. That's all I needed to hear.
And it's exactly what you wanted from Germany. Lithuania.
Tuto. How is that doing?
Gorgeous. I think honestly, it's between her and Alika for the best female vocals.
Wow. Okay, so this is my favorite staging package. I think in terms of everything staging, this might be my favorite.
Yeah. Let me see here. And then other than that, it's gorgeous. The Wine Moms came out and gave it love before. I think the juries are going to give it love.
Awesome.
Just solely because the vocal is so good. Yeah. I don't know about overall package. I don't think the staging is the best it could be, but at the same time, I get why it's emotional. It's one of those ones that hits you in the heartstrings. And yeah, Monica sounded great, and I have nothing but positive things to say about Monica too. Then we go on to Israel. Noah Carell, easily the winner of the pop girly group. And I think, I don't know where I feel like this is one of those ones where I can see the televote going either way.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the people who are giving this one a lot of love is, I think here, I think the televote is giving this one a lot of love. Or people in Israel itself, just because she's like the biggest pop star there.
Mhm.
But even that, with that being said, she's gonna get some televote loving from this one, because if you just want to have a good time, girly pop vibe, the song's bringing you that, and it has a K-pop structure to it. So if you like that kind of sound, you're gonna want to pick up the phone and vote for this one too.
Okay, awesome, and great job, Noah.
So from Israel, we go to Slovenia.
Mm-hmm. Our boys, 10th qualifier and semifinal too. That was evil.
I know that was really
evil.
Messed up. I'm still mad because I'm still over Slovenia last year.
But they're almost closing the show. Almost closing.
Yeah. No.
Hey.
Yeah. No. I think they did well. They did great tonight. They sounded good. The juries are gonna give this again. It's radio friendly. The
summary,
vocal's good.
It's Slavic feeling. There's a lot of praises that I can give about this song.
Like it sounds. I'm sorry, my dogs are kind of like going a little crazy. I don't know why. But no, this is good. This is it. I don't have anything to say besides they've consistently been good. The staging is exactly what you need. It's simple, effective staging. Everyone gets a moment to shine. The jury's gonna like this. The televote's gonna like this.
You don't really need any staging for them. You don't really need any staging.
Yeah, Slovenia. Yeah, Slovenia is going to do well with this. They really are. They might get their best score ever. We don't know.
Yes. Yeah, I want that. I want that for Slovenia. Get your best score, babes.
Okay, so Croatia next, second to last. Croatia makes a big impact, and I'm not going to lie, this is the best vocal we've had from Croatia.
Oh wow, awesome! Save it for the jury. Am I right?
I don't know if the jury is going to give this a lot of points. Because it is kind of a silly performance.
Yeah.
And it still has those discordant parts to it. 1 second, Mytho. You give me 5 minutes, okay? All right.
But those discordant parts, like they only really fit for this song and this performance.
Yeah. It works for the overall package. I think this is gonna get a lot of televote. And this is where my concern for Teya comes in, because I mentioned earlier, how well is Teya going to do? Is Croatia going to suck up some of the energy Teya had when it comes to televoting? Just because he's so early in the running order, and this comes closer to the end, and I feel like closer to the end probably does better with televote, whereas earlier on does it better with the juries.
Generally, it can be concluded that, yes.
And especially this year. I really think the juries are going to be like, okay, well, that's my 12. By the time we get to like song 15, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I do see how that might translate over, but Croatia, like being the pre-closing song, that's going to get them quite a bit of televote, I think. Yeah, as you were saying.
And then going into the last one, UK, Mae Muller. How do I say this in a nice way? Wasn't the best vocal performance. It was. Let me phrase this. It was her best vocal performance so far.
Okay.
But she was still a little flat in some places. And I can't tell if it's her singing style or if it's an off note.
Interesting. Okay. And who knows too? It might be like some mic issue that they could like just fix really quick. Does it sound like that? Probably doesn't sound like that.
No. I see this not doing the best with the jury. Especially coming after Noah. Like, if we're doing the 3 pop girls in this final, it's what? Poland, Israel, UK?
Okay, yeah.
Israel's far and above the best one. Of the pop girls. UK, I would put above Poland, even though I am wearing my Bebe shirt today. But I would still say that, like, I worry for the UK. I can see them coming lower end.
As a song, though, I like it closing.
I love it. And here's the thing. I love the studio cut of the song. I think it's a great studio cut. My concern is just the fact that, like, her voice was flat this evening. Again, it was the best she sounded yet. I think the staging is interesting. And I will say this. I don't mean to sound gross when I say this. The girls were girling, if you know what I mean. Like, they were looking good. In that pause today.
If you're going to look great, then don't show any shame.
if you're a juror and you're like, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean there? You're like, okay, I see you now. I see what you're doing over there, May.
I mean, that's good. Like, and it's fun. Like this song to close the 26 songs with just straight up fun. I feel like it's just perfectly on the mark. And also that's one of the hosts. That is great.
Yeah. And the way it's being performed, I think that it comes off in a fun, playful way. That's okay with that. But yeah, like I said, with May, you can tell, like, and it's performed in a way where you know this is the last song.
Yeah.
With the way she does it. So yeah, no, I think that the UK should be proud. And that I don't necessarily think the UK is coming last.
Me either.
Okay.
Nothing about this is last to me.
So do you have to leave right now, or can we answer questions or anything like that?
I do have to leave right now. Okay. But thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to stream again after the grand final. We're going to get some more of my thoughts. We're going to do some decompression after the winner. I love you guys. I'm going to see you very, very soon. Thank you again, Lily Loves, for having me on for the short time that I was.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, enjoy the show, you guys.
Right. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I know we kind of rushed and had to do it quickly today, but thank you again for coming. I will be on Alicia Michelle's stream tomorrow during the final, where we, kind of break down the final and what's happening there. So go ahead and join us over on her channel. And yeah, thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll be back Sunday on this channel. So bye.